Hello and welcome once again. My name is Anupam Anand and you're watching Freedom English channel. Also, a very happy new year to everyone. A new year is here and also a new IPO launch is ready for all of you. By the way, I hope you had fun in the holidays, you traveled, you met your relatives. By the way, if you think about traveling, what is the safest mode of travel for you? What comes to your mind? For me, it is the railways. Yes, of course. And India is the fourth largest railway network in the whole world. And in the past few years, Indian government or Indian Railways is pushing a lot towards the technology in Indian Railways. And as well, they're looking forward for the bullet trains in India. That might be possible very soon. So overall, since independence and before the independence as well, the Indian Railways has very been active and it has been the backbone of Indian transportation system. And as the Indian railway network is growing day by day, it also needs security. We all remember what happened in the Odisha train accident. And since then, there have been a lot of measures taken by the government to protect and secure train travel for everyone. So the company I'm going to talk about today is launching its IPO. It's a technology-driven company specializing in rail safety technologies and specialty cables for the defense and railway sectors. Now let me introduce the company for you, Quadrant Future Tek Limited. It's launching its IPO on January 7th, 2025, and with its innovative solutions and a strategic focus on critical infrastructure, this IPO has generated significant interest from the investors. So in this video, we'll explore the Quadrant Future Tek's business model, financial performance, market revenue. We'll do a quick SWOT analysis and a competitive analysis. So overall, a brief analysis about this IPO, whether you should be going for it or not. Before diving into the analysis, let's talk about the company itself. Quadrant Future Tek Limited was founded in 2015 and it's headquartered in Mohali, Punjab. So the company Quadrant Future Tek Limited operates in the railway and defense sector, especially offering advanced safety technologies and high performance specialty cables that meet stringent quality and performance standards. So in my understanding, company provides advanced solutions for safety and security of the railways. So let's have a quick look at their portfolio, what they make, what they produce. The company is into rail safety technologies. They make advanced train control systems that also includes Kavach, which is very commonly known nowadays, especially after the Odisha incident. Kavach, the term, it's an automatic train protection system to prevent train collisions. So Kavach is being put in most of the trains nowadays and henceforth it will be prominently there in all the railway networks. The company also provides signaling solutions. So they make electronic locking systems to efficiently manage railway traffic and enhance safety. Another portfolio to pay attention is about the specialty cables they make. They are into manufacturing defense cables designed for military applications. Now these cables withstand extreme environmental conditions. They also manufacture railway cables, that is custom built cables for railway signaling and power systems. And apart from Quadrant Future Tek, there are very few companies who are into this manufacturing of cables. So the company's manufacturing facility is located in Basma, Punjab, which is very much equipped with high standard cutting edge technology. Now, if you have to talk about the market presence of the company, its domestic market comprises of Indian Railways and defense organizations, whereas the company is still planning or still in the process of exporting its services to the outside international market. Okay, now let's dive into the main agenda, the IPO details we have over here about this company. So the issue size of the IPO is 275 crore rupees. That is entirely through a fresh issue of equity shares. The price band is yet to be announced. The face value is rupees 10 per equity share. And as I said, the IPO opens on 7th of January 2025 and closes on January 9th, 2025. The listing date is tentatively set for January 16th, 2025 on both NSE and BSE. The allocation shown for QIBs is 75%. For non-institutional investors, it's 15%, and for retail investors, it's 10%. Now, the purpose of the IPO, why are they raising this IPO? Number one is working capital requirements. They want to grow more in terms of rail safety technologies and specialty cables. Number two is the capital expenditure. They need this capital to develop advanced interlocking systems for railway safety. The third reason being the debt repayment. They have to repay certain loans to reduce financial leverage, and also the other general corporate purposes. Okay, now let's have a quick look at the financial performance, the revenue and the profitability of the company. Okay, on this chart, you will see the comparison from 2020 to 2023. From the fiscal year 2020-2021, the revenue was 72.83 crore. The profit after tax was 4.81 crore. Net worth was 13.71 crore and the net profit margin was 6.60%. The numbers went up in the fiscal year 2021-2022. The revenue was recorded 104.26 crore. The profit after tax was 1.94 crore. The net worth was 15.61 crore and the net profit margin was 1.86%. But in the fiscal year 2022-2023, the numbers went up. The company generated a revenue of 152.81 crore. The profit after tax was 13.90 crore. The net worth was 29.42 crore and the net profit margin was recorded 9.09%. So the key financial matrix over here is earnings per share is rupees 4.60 as of fiscal year 2022-2023. The price to earnings, the PE ratio, is yet to be determined based on the final price band. Return on net worth was recorded as 47.2% in the fiscal year 2022-2023. Okay, now it's time for a quick SWOT analysis. We'll talk about the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Okay, when we talk about the strengths, it has innovative product line that makes rail safety technologies. So in the company's strength, we can count the product line. It dedicates itself in building technologies for the railway network like Kavach. It is a very distinct and useful technology for the railways. Another strength about the company is its high growth rate. The revenue and the profitability in the past few years has been increasing significantly. Another strength about the company is that strategically industry focused. It caters to critical sectors like defense and railways, which is a part of the government itself. Okay, now let's also count the weaknesses of the company. It has limited market diversification, so it's heavily relied on the railways and defense sectors. It has high debt levels. Although it is improving, the debt to equity ratio remains relatively high as compared to the competitors. The opportunities it has, mostly through the government policies, the government keeps running programs like Make in India to grow its own manufacturing hub in the sectors of railway or defense as well. The company significantly has export potential. It should grow more internationally, and that's a very good opportunity for the company. The threats to the company, the intense competition it has from the competitors, both domestically and internationally. And as well the regularity risks, as in I'm talking about the regulations of different government and countries, which can also affect the operations. Okay, now let's quickly compare Quadrant Future Tek with few other competitors in the market. We have the chart over here in which we have KEI Industries, Finolex Cables, Havells India, along with Quadrant Future Tek. We'll be talking about market share, revenue, key focus areas, and debt to equity ratio. So for Quadrant Future Tek, the market share is emerging. The revenue is 152.81 crore. The key focus areas are rail safety and defense, and the debt to equity ratio is 2.32 times. For KEI Industries, the market share is established. The revenue is 6,233 crores. The company is totally focused into power cables, and the debt to equity ratio is 0.29x. The Finolex Cables has a very established market share. It shows a revenue of 4,200 crores. The key focus area for Finolex is telecom and power, and the debt to equity ratio is 0.03x. And as well, we have Havells India. It has an established market share with 15,700 crores as revenue. The key focus areas is into electrical goods, and the debt to equity ratio is 0.19x. Okay, now let's quickly talk about the valuation matrix. Number one, EPS growth, CAGR of 34.8% over 3 years has been recorded. Number two, debt to equity ratio is reduced from 5.17x in fiscal year 2020-2021 to 2.32x in the fiscal year 2022-2023. The P ratio is yet to be determined based on the price band and peer benchmarking. The company's grey market premium GMP as of January 6, 2025 stands at approximately rupees 60 per share, indicating strong investor interest and potential listing gains. Okay, now coming back to the question whether you should choose this IPO or not. Why you should consider this IPO? It has strategic positioning. The company is dedicatedly focused into rail and defense sectors that ensures steady demand. As in the railway and defense sector will always be in demand, so it is a strength for the company. So you can consider this as a good investment. The company has been showing strong financials. It has been growing in terms of profitability and revenue as well. There is positive market sentiment as the high GMP reflects investors' confidence. And finally, the potential risk the company has. There are valuation concerns. The numbers are yet to be analyzed based on the final price band. And as well, another risk the company has that it's very much dependent on the government schemes and the contracts. So that was a quick, comprehensive, brief analysis about this new IPO. And I hope you got significant insights and information about this IPO, about the company overall. For now, thank you for watching and understanding about this IPO launch. But yes, in case you are still wondering what is P ratio, what is GMP, we have dedicated videos that will teach you and train you basics of stock market. So please make sure to download the Freedom app now, start learning from today, and make sure to become a smart investor. Before you go away, please make sure to like the video, drop your comments, and yes, subscribe if you haven't yet. See you in the next one.